In today's video, I'll be turning my absolutely boring and poorly arranged backyard into a place that I might actually want to spend time. Which of course includes building a small wooden deck in no time at all. Then just to finish off the project, I'm going to be setting up an area for a fire pit. Plus, more things you guys dared me to do in the comment section. In the last video, I asked you guys to tell me something that has improved your life for the better. And your comments were genuinely awesome to read. You guys just wrote a lot of stuff that made me feel good. And some that were a little out there, but that is to be expected. But since you guys came up with so many comments, I thought I'd ask another question. What is something you wish you could undo? It could be something embarrassing you said or did, or maybe there's just a bad day that would have been better if you had just stayed at home. Just put whatever you can come up with and I'll be featuring 10 of my favorite in the next video. That and leave your dares. Now let's get this thing going. So I've always been into having little chill spots to go to and hang out, but there's something about my backyard that's just missing. And up until now, I haven't spent much time in it, other than the occasional body lotion slip and slide while I'm getting feathers and confetti thrown at me. But that's not often, I promise. And we do have a small back porch that's just barely big enough for my inflatable hot tub. And we love our hot tub, but my parents actually gave me an outdoor furniture set for last Christmas that I have not been able to set up yet because the hot tub has been in the way and we had nowhere to put it. And in addition, Kristen also purchased a really nice fire pit that we just had kind of like pushed up against the porch. And again, we love our stuff, but it's time that we arrange everything to where we could actually use it. So today, I'm gonna be building a deck for the hot tub and setting up an area for the fire pit. So the first thing I did was measure out how far away from the house I wanted everything to be, and then I measured out the 10 feet that I would need for the new deck and hot tub. So that way I could put down stakes at the edge of where I'd be removing all the grass and weeds from. Mostly weeds. Now this part is particularly important for me because I'll be putting a hot tub there. Next, I just use my shovel to rip up the ground as much as possible, or at least as much as my poor back would allow. Now ordinarily, you'd want to put down sand or rocks underneath a hot tub or deck. But I live in Florida and we don't really have dirt per se. We basically just have sand. I mean, it's like dirty sand, but just barely enough dirt for weeds to grow. So I won't be buying sand. And after I dug up all the weeds, I was able to smooth everything over with a rake. And it was at that exact moment that I realized that I had accidentally built a Zen garden, which is, well, cool. And part of me wanted to stop right there and call it a day, but I digress. Next, I just set down a few pavers and used 6-foot 4x4s to make sure that they were all level. And they were not. So I adjusted them, and adjusted them some more, and this ended up being very time consuming. But once it was all level, I could finally get to building my deck, which starts with the subframe, and to connect my 4x4s, I use a 6-inch structural wood screw. Looks like this. Then I used basic deck nails for the planks and I cut each one to fit where it needed to go as I went. Now for this part, I'm actually using just standard 1-inch board instead of 1 1/4 board, which is what you're supposed to use. But if your joists are close enough in the subframe that you built, you can get away with using these and probably save some money. So I actually had a ton of stuff in my way I had to get rid of first before I could even start the next part of the project. And then I just sort of eyeballed where my circle would be, which is dangerous. I mean, I can't draw a circle to save my life, but that's what I did. All I knew was that I wanted it to have about a 5-yard radius. Next, I was back to digging, and this time I was just clearing out a circle for my fire pit. And this is day 2 of my special backyard project, and my back was just about to quit on me. But I knew that we would never want to sit in the weed-infested, dirty sand while we're sitting around the fire pit. I mean, that's why we had it pushed up all the way next to the porch anyways. I just wanted to have a clean place for it. After that, all that was really left was installing the edging, which was easy enough, especially if you're not that hung up on getting a perfect circle, like me. And then you just fill it in with mulch, and you're done with that part, which is awesome because now I can put together my outdoor furniture. And here is the finished result, and I really love the way that this came together. But of course, the project is never completely done, at least not until I've completely filled up my backyard with random stupid stuff. And I think I still have a little bit of space that I could do really anything with. And I think I'll leave that part up to you guys. What is the next thing I should put in my yard? I was thinking like maybe a mini golf hole, or like a small above ground pool. Maybe I could just lay down hot coals so I could walk across them anytime I want to prove my manliness to myself. But again, I'm leaving that up to you guys, so just let me know in the comment section what I should do with the rest of my backyard, and I will pick a comment from the comment section to do. And by the way, if this video was helpful or if you just enjoyed it, make sure to leave it a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And of course, I'll be seeing you guys in just a few days with a new video. All right, thanks guys. Bye. Playlist.